Hey guys, so today I'm doing a really fun glittery look, which I really love. I hope you can really see how glittery and fun it is. I really love it. It's using a lot of like gold, some warm browns. I really try to darken it up like, a bit on the outer corner to give it some depth and some drama. I'm using the Urban Decay Naked One palette. If you don't have it, you can easily replicate it with other products or other colors I'm going to describe in the video. Some pretty glitter. I'm also going to share a trick to apply glitter on the eyes because I like to apply glitter over eyeshadow, not so much on its own. I think glitter looks best when it's applied over like blended eyeshadow. It gives it like sort of a cool blended effect, and it's kind of hard to get it to stick onto blended eyeshadow when you don't want to apply a sticky product on there or something, which you usually have to do with the glitter. So I'm going to show you a really awesome tip on how to get it to stick. I've been obsessed with like glittery eyeshadow lately. I've really wanted to do a glittery like fall holiday sort of look, which that's what the colors are inspired by. That would be great for like, you know, any sort of party around the holidays as well. And I'm not even going to lie, I'm also a Real House of New Jersey fan. And if you watched the reunion, Part 1 was on the other night. Part 2 was on Sunday, tomorrow. Filming this on Saturday. Hopefully this will be up before then. It should be. But anyways, Melissa Gorga's eyeshadow was just gorgeous and glittery, and I loved it. So, yeah. Glamorous, glittery, Gorga, you know, eyeshadow. That was cheesy, but I like the show, and her eyeshadow was really pretty. I hope that y'all enjoy it. If you want to see exactly how to do it step by step, then keep watching. Alright, so the first thing that you want to do is apply some sort of a base to allow the colors to stick. I'm using this Revlon Smoky Shadow Stick and Torch, and I'm using the light half of it. You don't really need a whole lot of it. It looks like not much color's coming off, but it's really creamy and nice. You can also apply the darker color to the outer corner if you want, but the colors are so dark it's not really going to matter. I'm using the original Naked One palette by Urban Decay, and the first color that I want to use is this gold half-baked shade right there. I'm going to use an E60 brush, just a really large brush that's going to get a lot of the color onto the lid. So I'm applying my gold to probably like the inner 3/4, you know, take it 3/4 the way in, I guess. You can even get a little bit on the tip of the brush and apply it to this lower part of your tear duct area. While you have that brush, you can even highlight the inner corner. You can take this color called Virgin and just layer it right over that gold. It'll make it just a little brighter there. And you can take that same shade again and apply it right underneath the eyebrow. Next, we're going to take kind of a rounded brush for your crease. This is an E35 brush. I'm going to take this shade called Buck. It's kind of like a warmer brown, and I like to use colors like this when we're doing a lot of like, since we're going to like kind of blacken that out, to kind of warm it up. You can take even a little bit more of it and kind of blend it toward the lash line too to kind of connect it, but that's okay. Not a big deal. We're going to take a more precise crease brush. This is an E25. It's just like that brush, but a little smaller and a little flatter. I'm going to take this shade called Hustle. It's a dark brown. And I'm just going to kind of get that in the crease right here. We're going to blend that out, don't worry. And kind of onto the lid. And then go straight from there and take this black shade called Creep on the same brush. And we're really going to blacken out that outer corner. You don't want to go up too high. We want this part to be very brown and warm. We just want to keep this right on the lid and then barely into the crease. And you're just going to barely blend that in, just on that outer quarter. You can take a smaller brush and take the dark brown, the Hustle, or we can use Creep, whatever you want to use, and just kind of connect to the lower lash line right there. And then what I like to do is take like a pointed pencil brush like this, or you could even use the one that you just used. This is an E30. And take that same shade, the Buck right there, and we're just going to warm up that lower lash line. Just kind of blend it down a little. So everything doesn't look so dark and blackened out. We want it to be kind of warm at the same time. You can take a big brush like this E50 to clean up your outer lines and just kind of go around, make sure that everything's nice and blended. And then you can go back and apply your under eye concealer and do all that, since it's kind of pointless if you're using a lot of dark colors. Before we apply the glitter, I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline with the Urban Decay Perversion or anything that's really dark black. Get really, really close to your lashes. That's the main point. Take it on this upper corner and do the same thing. You're not trying to get it in your eyeball or try to coat that waterline area, which is really the point, I guess, but you're really mostly just trying to get it as close to the lashes as possible on that inner part, so don't kill yourself trying to do this or anything. Then I'm going to go ahead and do my other liner as well. I'm using the L'Oreal Carbon Black Liner Intense, and it's a really, really great liquid liner, probably my favorite. The reason I'm doing this before is that if I would have applied the glitter and then did this and then have done this, the glitter would have drug around in the eyeliner. It wouldn't have looked pretty. It's alright for the glitter to overlap the eyeliner because it kind of makes it look nice and faded, so don't worry about that. And the key of the tutorial is the glitter and how to apply it. You cannot just apply a loose glitter and pat it on. Even if you've put like a cream shadow or something kind of sticky, that usually can crease a little bit with glitter, and then it will look really apparent with the glitter. My point is you can't just apply it with nothing underneath it, even just over an eyeshadow, because you will have a mess as the night goes on. As you blink, whatever, it's going to be all over your face, even if it looks good when you first apply it. My trick, and this works, I have done this and worn this and it's worked great, is to apply a makeup setting spray and then apply the glitter right when it's wet, and then you can spray the spray again on top of it. My favorite is the Urban Decay All Nighter. You can also use a product like the MAC Fix Plus. I'm kind of running out of my All Nighter, so I'm going to use my Fix Plus. Alright, so what you want to do is get your glitter ready and a big brush. My favorite brush for glitter is a brush like this. You can even use one that's a little smaller. I could have used like a concealer type brush like this too, but I'm going to use this big old one, and this is a Sigma E60. My favorite glitter in the whole world is the MAC Reflects Gold. They come in different packaging now. It's a little taller and skinnier, but this is my favorite. The makeup setting spray is not going to hurt your eyeshadow. That's what it's made for anyways. So what you're going to do is close your eyes, aim it pretty close, not like super close, because you don't want it to like run or anything. About this far away, I would say, like that. Hopefully this is in the frame. Just a couple inches, about 3 or 4 inches. And shut your eye and spray. You can even do it again because that one felt like it hit my forehead. Okay, and then what you're going to do is dip the brush in the glitter and apply it. And I'm doing this right over the gold part. Sticks really well, it looks perfect. And that's just my favorite trick ever. I'm going to do my under eye concealer using the Maybelline eraser, which I've said I've used so many like expensive and crazy concealers, but this is by far my favorite. Just a little more. And how could I forget mascara? I'm using the Armani Eyes to Kill. Alright, so for the rest of the look, I wanted to keep it pretty simple. The eyes are very much the focus, but I didn't want to totally nude out my lips, so I used this shade that I really like. It's called Sweet Ever After. It's a Pro Longwear lip color by MAC. Stays on really good, but I always like to apply gloss over it because it can look a bit flat. So I used a little bit of the MAC Nymphet, which is like a pink with some gold. For my blush, again, I don't really want to do like strong cheeks or anything, so I used this MAC. It's the Marilyn Monroe collection in Legendary. If you want to see like a review-ish, kind of like a first impressions type thing, I do have a video on that. I'll link to that below if you haven't seen it. And swatches are on my blog and stuff if you wanted to see those. But it's a really pretty color. It's not super intense. And that's it. Super pretty and dramatic looking, but it's really not that difficult. I know there was a lot of steps, but I hope that you guys will try it out. Again, fun for any type of occasion, especially around the holidays and stuff. So I hope that y'all enjoy this, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.